water I've not fished before, meaning for trout anyway. I have caught trout on it by accident, because I've fished it mainly for salmon. I've fished this beat here quite a few years actually. I've a lot of fish on it when I used to. A friend of mine was a gardener on the other side of the river, and I knew the owner who fished, so he allowed me to have a cast every so often. But anyway, this is a bridge pool, if you look down there. Now I'm not sure what to do here, whether to actually go right down and then work my way up. I think I will, and go from there. So anyway, I'm lucky enough. I spoke to the owner and he allowed me to come down and fish it. It's a Sunday here in Scotland. You can't fish for salmon or sea trout, migratory fishes. I've said it before. But we can fish for brown trout as long as we have permission. So I've got permission to fish, so I'm going to come back up and fish this rough water and stuff, the nymphs, and we'll see how it goes. The Doon always looks like it's got water from somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to follow the river down. As I say, the river Doon's fed from Lochdoon. We're very lucky that even though we've kind of mind, it's been a good 3-4 weeks since we had rain, the river's in good order for fishing. Whereas, like the other river I fished, the Ayrshire, it's bare bones. And the reason I'm walking the route, I'm going to start away down there, just round the bend. I don't want to cross the farmer's field, because you can see there's a crop in it. So I'm just taking the long way around, which I don't mind doing. Can I look at the river while I'm doing it? Some lovely areas here where I could cast a fly. Some caddis bouncing about over there, and it's going to be a good 1 or 2 trout lying around. Now I'm about halfway down. As I say, I'm going to spend a good 2 or 3 hours working my way up and see how we go. Hopefully I'll get some nice fish and a bit of some fishing. Any of the two, I'm not bothered. Just getting out Sunday morning, and I'll get back home. Time for middle of the day. Unless we get some cover up the top, but another nice bit. I feel the sun already, and I actually forgot to put on some sunblock. But anyway, well, there we are, folks. Now I can actually fish further down, but when I've walked away round, it's taken me a good 10 minutes, quarter an hour to come round. I think I'm far enough down. Maybe next time I'll go further down and start down there first, but the fish rows down there. I'd have to do that, wouldn't it? I will have to go down there. So what I'm going to do, I'm not sure if I can get into it from this side. I can get through, certainly for the bottom. We'll have a look. I'm not set up yet, but you can see the I'll be quick. I'll set it up here and watch, see that trout if it comes back up. We'll see how we get on. I can always cast it some way. Oh, there's a wee fish there. We're under the trees, so we get a bit of cover here and give me a chance to cool down, stop the heavy breathing, as they say. Anyway, we'll get set up. Now I've got the old favourite. I'm actually putting this March Brown. I'm going to fish the same flies I did the other day there when the conditions were really hard. So I'm using the March Brown as obviously as a dry fly, as well as a sighter to fish. I'm going to be fishing I haven't decided whether we do a nymph or mess of this. A nymph or maybe a wet fly. We'll see. This is fluorocarbon I'm tying to the back of the dry, so it will sink, help to slow the fly up a wee bit. I think what I'll do is I'll put one of the wee caddis nymphs I've got and put that on. So I'm actually, the more I look down here, the more I want to fish this rough water below us, because it looks very inviting. So anyway, I'll show you the wee fly I'm going to put on. This caddis, I've caught lots of fish on it. It's a good fly. It's a Cooper pattern, sits close to the surface. It goes down a wee bit as well, obviously, but in the rough water it'll drop. I've got it on YouTube, so I'll put a link into the info below. And it's caught me loads of fish over the years. Again, I use a top blood knot, it's nothing fancy. Since I've got new nippers, so I keep forgetting to use them. But anyway, we'll get started. As I say, the more I stand here, the more I want to go down there. There's lots of good water, it's all sheltered. It's out of this hot sun, even at this time in the morning it's really warm. I think it's 13 when I left the house at 7:30, so anyway, we'll rumble down. Gosh, it's nice. It's nice in here. Got flies in my hat. Come through the bushes. I've come down further than I said I was going to come, but it's looked so inviting. So these are lovely pools, good salmon pools. There's below here. I could fish that pool below us here, but I'm going to start a lot of water to cover, and so we'll see. You never know. I say I'm doing this and I do a different thing, but that's fishing. Oh, forgot. I actually meant to dress my fly with some floatant, so I'm going to put some muslin on it. Desperate to go in the water, you see. It's lovely down here. Oh, there's a wee trout there. Just a wee one, just come out. We'll see. Gonna have some fun here, I think. I hope, anyway. Lovely wee run here. I don't know, I've never waded this water here. And we'll see. I think firstly we'll just fish in front of us here. Just get my flies wet tail end of the pool's always a good area to actually have a cast. You can see I'm under trees, so we do a lot of specialised casting, flicking and stuff. But this is lovely. I'm very lucky, so I am. Really. Even if you don't catch anything, it's still lucky to be on the river. Just like that, swinging around, really nice. I could use a heavier fly in the point, but I'm want to try and focus on the dry as much. And if I put a heavy fly on, it does sink it a wee bit. The pupa I've got in the point is just, there's no weight on it. And I'll probably only go maybe 6 inches or so. So all I'm doing just now is just searching. As I say, I've seen an odd fish rise when I was setting up. And I've no idea what we're going to catch other than this. We're fishing for brown trout. There's no grayling on the river Doon, so all I'm doing is letting the fly drift through that as natural as I can. And don't forget to fish close to you. Lost sight of my fly here. There we are. The way the light is, it's coming across me. Anyway, up the way up. I mean, there's lots of ways you could cover or fish this water. I'm just using a very visual one, simple technique, just as we call it, piggyback a fly off the back of the dry and just work my way through. It's a good way of searching, looking for fish, and hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 trout. If not, we've had a good morning, a good day sitting or fishing the river. That's where I saw the wee trout, so I'm in the kind of area where he may lie. If I don't catch on the point, if I don't catch on the caddis pupa in the point, I'll change it to best is a wee hare's ear, wee hare's nymph or a pheasant tail. They're usually a guarantee. Maybe fish a wee bit deeper. At the bottom. So the wee nymph's getting down. I know I could see the stones there. not seen any fly on the water, so meaning actually see plenty of flies flying, but not actually on the water itself. Again, just up the side here. Because I don't know the river, I've got to keep searching. Or this part of the river anyway, I don't know it too well. Certainly not as well as I do on the beat. The normal beat of fish is below me is a good... Oh, there's a trout. There's a fish rose there. And there's a nice looking trout as well, kind of decent size looking. No. Oh, I rose him. Missed him. Oh dear. Well, we've had a rise. Hope I never jagged him, so I hope I don't. Hope he might come back up. Quite hard to see my fly with the reflections from the far side, but I can, once I catch sight of it. Yeah, I probably gave him a fright. Just try a wee bit further over, see if we get anything over that side. Just beside that stone, that's a good area. Oops, first bush catch. Move out a wee bit. What I've done here is I've changed to a wee gold bead pheasant tail nymph. Just not got anything at all on the drive. Sorry, the point fly. Basically wee caddis I had on. And it's really good fishy looking water, and if there's a fish there, it's a wee bit faster here, so we'll see if we can catch anything on the nymph. It goes a wee bit deeper. Oh, I'm going to get to the bottom anyway, so certainly getting down a wee bit quicker. It does drag the dry a wee bit, so we'll try it, see what happens. I've got to keep changing. Missed one in the dry, but that's all I've had so far. See, there's lots of methods you could use. But anyway, we'll work away. See, we done in the river there. Really nice looking water, this. You see the bottom here, it's quite shallow in front of me, so where are we? Lost my fly. Oh, touching the bottom, alright. Go a bit further out. It's drifting through really nice. Try right in front of me here. Oh, a wee tap there. Trying to check my fly. See, I'm tapping the bottom, so you're always best to check your nymph. Just to make sure there's no weed on it, it's fine. And nothing worse than fishing a piece of water and then the fly's not fishing if it's covered in weed, unless they're feeding on weed anyway. It's quite a long run, it goes right up. You could fish these pools themselves all day. It would be worth fishing some wets through it, but nope. It's quite hard to see the fly a wee bit. I can still see it, but it's getting harder. So maybe start fishing a wee bit shorter so I can see better. Pull some of the line in. You will miss a lot. The longer the leader you have, the more you've really got to see your take really quick. Strike as fast as you can. And obviously the further away it is, the less chance of you've got hooking up. I'm really surprised I haven't had a trout. Oh, that was a take. Davie. I'm missing fish to now. Oh, that was a tap there, just the way the light went. Oh God, just missed another again. Oh, no, I'm not doing well, I'm half asleep I think. Oh, that felt like a nice fish as well. Ah dear, oh well. It's even shallow there, but a couple of wee taps there, but nothing at the other end. So it must be quite shallow, it must be a wee ledge there, but that's ideal because along the ledge is where fish will lie. Yeah, that's a wee, it must be shallow there. Just cast it a wee bit further. There's a few branches there in front of me, I need to watch. There's a few stickers there. Anyway folks, I've had an offer or two, but I've not been lucky enough to. I had that one fish, a good rummel. Fish to the dry, missed it. And then what I'm going to do is, I did see on the way down fish rising in the pool above, so I may go up. I'll still fish this now. Yeah. Some fishy. That's a great pool as well, this. Yeah. It's perfect water as you'd expect. You see, I've never fished this water. I've never fished this pool, so I really don't know it too well. I could be walking by, fish maybe on the other side, best, but I do know the pool's above, fished them many a time. For salmon anyway. Anyway, I'm going to move up here. See how the next pool, there's a nice flat there, right along the edge. So hopefully we can maybe pick a trout up or two. Moved up to the next pool, and I'm just fishing up before I step into it. There's a Couple of nice run on the far side. I'll fish up the middle here. I don't know how deep it is. As I say, these pools down here I've not fished before, so they're all new to me. That's the hook to bottom there, so it's quite shallow. We're really under bushes here, so we need to be watch what we're doing. Just checking the bottom here. That's good. As I say, I'm just going to quickly work my way up. There's a lot of water to cover, and let's see. I kindly lift the rod point here. Check my fly. Yeah, that's fine. It's lovely and cool in here, out there, the strong sun. So we've had really dry conditions with continuous sunshine, which is not a bad thing. We don't get a lot of that at times. And take it while we can, but obviously the fishing, it's not as easy in the bright conditions. Just going to cast across here. Up middle. I'm trying to figure out the water here a wee bit so that I can see the run. Rows of fish. I know exactly where that one is, but I didn't touch it, but I'm up the trees because I missed it. Should obviously cover this. The nymph's caught the very end of this bush, this tree. That's what happens when you're under the cover. That was a nice rise as well. Gosh. So that took the dry, obviously. But I'll give him a second due to the fact I hooked the tree. I'll try him again. There we go. First fish. Very good. Oh, he's a leaper. No, I've got no room. It's a nice brownie as well. Oh. Got one in the net so we can maybe see him. So take the nymph out. There's it caught the nymph. There we go. Anyway, the nymph's caught the fish again. Take it out. Just keep him in the water till I get this thing out. Let him sail. And there we go. Lovely brownie. Good. Off to a start. Untangle the tip of my rod. So I say I've not got, as you can see where I am, I'm under the branches here, and it's very hard to lift the rod point, but we can manage. And then we'll go back in. So putting the pheasant tail nymph on, getting it down a wee bit, certainly helped. Wonder if that was the fish I missed. We'll just find out, we'll try again. It's a nice wee slower run where I can actually see a wee bit better. And that looked like a good trout up in the run there. I need to try and remember where that fish is. Fish really in the run up there. I'm sure it was. Nice wee bit there, it looks very fishy. I don't think it's that shallow up there. You never know. It must be. The flies disappearing quite regularly, so. Don't know if that was the bottom of the fish. Felt something anyway. Could be the bottom, but if you get this fly across to the other side where I saw that fish earlier, you've really got to get ready. It's got to be quick. But I'm not, there's a yellow may coming off. It's the first decent fly I've seen. Pressing right up into this run. Keep myself well away from the fish because they're not used to it. They're not used to people, as I say. Oh. They'll be easy spooked, you see. Right. I'll still a wee bit away from that where I saw that fish rise, but I'll see if I can cast in that area. Just wade out a wee bit. You need to be careful because as I say, I don't know the pool. Put it right up in there, that's where I expect to get a fish. I know there'll be one or two guys screaming at me to fish some wets. You know, something like that. It probably would be worth doing, but I'm happy. If you're happy, just keep doing what you want. And know that if I was a guide, well, obviously I used to do it, and I'd be saying, look, try some weights, 2 or 3 flies on, cover the pool, cover it a lot quicker than, I'm only fishing a nymph and a dry, still got 2 flies on, but there is times it certainly outfishes this method. Anyway, it's running through there really nice. All I need now is a fish in that area, and I did see a fish rise. I need to get a wee bit closer so I can see. If you are closer to the fish, and you're more likely to hook up. Stopped again. I'll just edge my way in. Well, if that was a fish I saw, it's not come back up. There must be a sticker in there. It must be shallow anyway. It's getting deeper here. Just going to look at where I am. Yeah, it's getting deep. So I'm going to fish up here. Probably fish in the deepest. I'm walking in the deepest part of the pool. I'm going to edge my way back in. Slowly, take my time. I'll get that off, check my fly. I've actually lost my tip. Rarely I do that. I think I must have flicked it off. Anyway, I'll try on another one. I've got a Caddis pupa on. It's one of the ones I had, it's a latex version I have. Good beef pattern. And seen I lost my pheasant tail. So I'm just going to finish this run here, working up. Take my glasses off, it's hard, it's where the light is now. So it's normal eyes as they say, so I'm going to take my glasses in my bag. Oh God, missed that fish. Really nice trout as well. Sorry folks. Just come back up. It's just a wee trout, but good. Well, here's my net in this here, it's just probably quicker. Just a wee brownie. Oh, and he's fell through the net. He's off anyway. Here we go. I'll let you watch. That's the problem with this net I've got. I need to get another one. The holes are too big. The other way. Had a long time. I'm used to catching monsters, you see. Anyway, at least I think that was the same trout. So good there, I've got another one. dry the fly and back out. I say that's all I'm going to do. Just got a lot of water to cover, to be honest with you. We're going to find one or two fish together, and we're going to fish through a pool and probably get absolutely nothing. Just the way it is. There will be an area where there's one or two. I'd rather fish under the trees here. It's nice and cool, rather than, as you can see in front of me, there's nothing but blue sky. Just going to try a wee bit further over here. There's lots of good areas here that I could fish, and just off the back of this stone, this looks really inviting. The dry fly's not sitting too well, so I'm going to dry it. Then I'm going to do a patch, give them a good dry, and then I'm going to, I had a fish rise there, probably end up with rough water, so I'm going to make sure I can see my fly. The only fly I've seen coming off is a yellow mace, so there's not many, they're just very odd. And then they're back in. Oh, there's a fish there. There you go. Right in that. I did see a fish. It's a good fish as well. There's another fish further up, so I'm going to come down a bit here. It's a nice brownie. I don't think he counts where he is yet. To come in. I've got no back height here. Just giving this time to settle. Oh, missed him. Can you see? That was a complete miss there. There he is. Into the net. It's quite a dark fish. Took the dry. I think it's come out actually. What do we see? It has, it's come out. So, anyway folks, there it's, no it's not, there's a fly there. Just, it's hooked really in the sithers. There's a barbless hook I've got, but he's rumbled his cell round the cast. And he will not open his mouth while I try to get the fly out. And he's tied his cell up in the dropper. There's another nice fish in there. If the hook's out, it's just I've got nylon round his everywhere. Gosh, some knitting he's done here. Set him back in for a second. Try and unfrankle this. It's That's what happens sometimes, they just wrap themselves round in the nylon, round and round. The hook could have come out and I would have still landed him, I think. It's round his teeth here. Oh dear. I have no idea what it's done here. I don't like, so here he is. I'll put him, just turn him out, he should. Oh wait. Anyway, I've just got a knitting to take apart. There's another fish in there, so I'll just probably change just to the dry. But you can see curly perm of nylon. Did a great job. But anyway, we'll get that sorted and we'll go back out. Just fishing up this run here. I sure I saw another fish rising when I hooked that last brown trout. And just above it. Too far out. There we go. I thought it was there. Straight away. Whoa. Gosh. It's a nice brown trout as well. Another one. That's two nice brown trout in the same area. Watch my under the trees again. I'm playing them hard so that I can get them back quick. So there we go, another nice fish. That was on the March brown. Okay, I know it's a March brown, but anyway, oops. There's a nice fish. Ooh. Thanks for the wash. That was fun. I knew he was there. I seen the rise, and instantly, whenever I got into the fly in the right area, it came up. We'll see if there's another one. We're being greedy. That's too nice to try it out of the same area. To say we could get that, I mean, we fished the pool below and it looked great. Missed a couple of trout, but and come on in here and we found a couple of nice fish just feeding away. Just off the back of this stone here. I'm going to try further over, see if I did well there. We'll remember that spot. We'll have another go there another day. It's probably worthwhile putting the nymph back on. It's lovely water for a wet or a nymph. I've convinced myself. Quite easy to change, just by a wee bit of nylon off the bend of the hook, use it as a sighter, and it'll give me an opportunity to dry the fly, so I'll get set up. The last crane fly here, floating by me. I'll just put him on the grass, or her, it's actually she. I'm desperate to. There we go, on the branch. Just put a length of nylon on. I'm going to put a wet on, as I say. But once I rescued the crane fly. Yeah, I've got this about a couple of feet away from the dry. Well, maybe 3 feet. Look, fisherman's guess as they call it. It's always wrong. I never get it right. The weight of flies, the weight of fish, nah. I looked 10 pound, that was fine. Whatever you're happy with. Now what I'm going to do here is just put a wet one. Put the glasses on so I can, this is my high-tech fly box. So I've got some nice wets here. I've got this old wet here, this one. I'm going to give this a go. Old style classic wet fly. I think it's tied on a barb hook, so I'll need to make sure it's debarbed. Got my pliers. Make sure you squash the barb down. There you go, it's just an old style wet fly. Just problem is, like a fly like this, you could catch a salmon with it. I have in the past. God, there's a lovely caddis coming on. It's an olive. You can see why these trout were this feeding here, because it's a good area. There we go. There's a fly there. We've got the dry. So we're fishing a wet this time. Right on the far side here. Got my dry, I've got the wet just off the back. Keep an eye on the dry, just looking for anything that shows a take. Just let it drift through. Oh. There's branches right above me here, got to be careful. Just tapped one there. Oh, nice stop there. I mean, if you take, you'll see the draw, the fly stop, pause, just ready to strike. Ideal water for a wet fly. We've done really well. Got some nice fish now. Those last two fish were crackers. New tap there. Just fishing right in front of me. It's a lovely wee run here. Well, you may think it'd be worth fishing from the other side, but oh, there's a trout rose over there. Just in the calm area. Give him a cast once we get over. I might not even. I've already used the battery. I usually use about 3 batteries when I'm out filming. I've already used one and I've only came 2 pulls. It's going to shoot like a rocket. It's quite shallow here actually. Is it really shallow? It's really nice, like that fish. I think it was just over a wee bit further. Should be right around about there. Yep, streaming through too quick. Don't forget the water in front of you before you get to that. Oh, okay. Right. Wee fish took there and I missed it. Caught the bushes because it. Anyway, I'm going to use that as an excuse. There we are. Just caught the weeds, as they say. Right, we'll go back out. Most times you end up in the back in the trees is because you're striking into a fish rather than actually hooking it, because not many times I do that, lots of times. That's a good wee run looking, so. Yep. Oh, you missed him completely. It'd be a lovely take that as well. I think that was actually that fish I saw rise. Took the dry, seen its head coming up and taking it, and I completely missed it. So hopefully he'll come back. Yep, there's one, there's two. So all I'm doing is searching here, just looking for where I would think a fish should be lying. Oh, there's another wee trout just in front. Coming through really nice there now. I've not seen any fish since the one rise, any since I missed one just in there. Keep trying, because I think it may come up, you never know. I've still got the wet fly off the back as well, so fishing that. I need to come in a wee bit so I can fish this water in front of me. Looks very good. See, my fly's quite hard the way the light is, but what I'm doing to do here is I know whereabouts the fly is. I see a fish move, I'll just tighten up. I see my fly. Big olive coming in. Oh, I missed it. Try to catch that fly to let you see it. So there's still flies coming off. This is perfect water for fish for hatching, flies for hatching, and cover's brilliant. Like this time of the day, I mean, if I go out there, it's like walking into an oven. So it is. Drifting through really nice. Then we're going to don her up. I may go through this, I don't know, but it's certainly worth. I think next I can fish on a Sunday. So I'll come out next week and I'll give it a go. I need to go up the river. I've not been on the river. Sorry, the loch. Not the river, the loch. I think we're under the trees. The wee man-made bit of structure. This is, it looks a wee bit different water for we've been fishing. Okay, what I've done there, too busy walking over there, I get caught in that bush. see the fish rise above me there. The problem is the fish in the fish there keep the weight on. If I see fish rising, I'll change just to the dry itself. Not doing too well here, I cut a leaf. But no, actually not even a backcast here. It's not an easy piece of water to fish. There's a fish there. I'll move up a wee bit. I changed just to the dry. You see that wee fish there? It looked out the water for that fly. Geez, look, it was a salmon. So I just changed to the dry. I'm just going to work my way up a wee bit here. I don't think I'm going to give it. I'm going to go up. It gets very deep along the edge here, so I can only go so far. I'm going to head round and up onto the top, pull it above, up. So my steps here, just in front of me, I actually see. So I'm going to head up. I say it gets really deep in this, but I've had a couple of salmon in this pool. It's a good pool. Just the last couple of years. So anyway, we'll don her up. Oh, there's a fish. They just rise to annoy me. I think I've got to give that fish a go. So put my fly. Always happens. Just to come off the water, fish rises. Keeps you on it. So you've got to keep this cast really low. Too far out, but I'm just going to let it drift towards me. I don't have the big fish, but I've seen the rise, so I'm going to fish for it. There it's there. I'm right on line with it, well, just to the right of it, but it may come to it. Just let it drift towards me. Okay. Looking at a nice fish that's rising up there. And another one. I wonder if I'll be able to come up the edge here. They look nice fish as well, so what I'm going to do is another one. I wonder if I'll be able to get them from up there. Fair to cast up to them. We'll just take our time. It's up again. So is that a fish there? I don't think it was. I think that was just a disturbance. Loads of flies here. Just check my fly here. What I'm going to do is dry my fly. There's a fish up again. Make sure it's going to sit up. There's one right close to the stones there. You can see it there. I don't know if you can see it. It's really close to the stone. It's, I think maybe a couple of fish there. There's one. The one I'm really after is the one that's further out. It looks like a nice fish. And we'll work up to it. I've got a wee better back cast. That's exactly where that fish was. Yeah. I mean, I actually can't see any flies on the water, other than the ones that's flying around. Yeah. Again, that's exactly where that fish was. Yeah, he's not interested in the fly. The main fish, the fish I was really looking at was the one just further out. Guess there's one or two fish rising up that pool. Ah, missed it. I rose in there. There they are, missed that one. It's actually shallow here, it's actually deep just off the front of me. There's a ledge in front here. If I go too far out I'll be splashing like a... There we go. Oh, there's a nice fish. Gosh, it's a cracker. Oh, he's away. Oh. Anyway, I thought it was a good fish, that. That was a lovely fish. Anyway folks, there we got it on. Well, a good pun and a half in that one. That was cool. There we are. Don't need to land them to count it, as you say. And it's always nice to see them, like, but at the same time, the aim of the game is to hook the fish, and we did that. I did see one further up, so I'm going to don her up. If I can see if I can keep going. Anyway, I will remember that. I've got it on camera anyway. Okay, I'll come up a wee bit further. I've not seen anything rising since I come up a wee bit. There was a nice fish rose up here, and I'd like it to come back up. You can see exactly where he is. So what I'm looking at is where I would think it'd be lying. I'm looking at the way the water's flowing. He'll be lying in the best area, the area where he's going to get the most fly. Oh. That's what I'm looking to see. I've seen a couple of olives on the water. Just a little bit there, looks about right. No, I think they're too small fish. Anyway folks, I think I'll do is I'll move up. I'll go up to the kind of stream here, but I'll go up and see what's happening. But that was fun. Water I wasn't going to fish enticed me down. It just looked very fishy, and it's perfect, ideal place to fish when the sun's by. There is the sun behind up here, and it's sheltered. It's perfect. I mean, it's hard. It's quite hard to go away from it, but we'll work our way up. Well, there's no hiding from the sun here. As I say, this is it doesn't look much of a pool, but geez, you've no idea. It's a really good pool. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to still get the dry on, but I'm going to put a nymph off the back just to get down a bit into the water, or a wee bit deeper. Obviously because of the sun. I had a cracking, one of the better brown trout I've ever had is in this pool when I was fishing for salmon. Lovely condition. So as I say, I'm just going to put a nymph on and we'll get started. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to work up along the wall here. I've got a small tungsten bead nymph below the dry. It's only a couple of feet below it. It's not too deep. Deep enough that they get down. Oh. With the sun being on the pool the way it is, it's just now, I'm not saying we're not going to catch anything, but the chances are quite slim. We'll just enjoy casting and fishing. Still fishing the large March brown. That's what I was catching. It's the flies caught the fish today. You can actually see it here. It's quite hard to see it in the dark underneath the trees there, but just the way the light was. I'm just going to work my way up the pool. We've got quite a bit of river to go. We spent a good couple of hours down the bottom there. There we go. That's just a wee fish. Oop. That's a wee brownie. Ooh, circles. There's an island now. It's a good sign, nice wee fish. Top lip. There we are. Right in the fast water that as well. That's deep out there. So if he's willing to come up, I would expect so would another trout or two. Could maybe go a wee bit deeper with a nymph, but we'll just persevere, as I say. in this area here, if I was going to expect to catch a fish, would be in about there, just off the back of these stones. And the difference when the sun's on the water, it just totally, fish are not as keen as they are when it's picking your water out. It's good to fish these pools though. I just like to give them a go. There's some nice water further up, so we're going to give a cast further up. Okay, now I've come up, we're obviously in the next pool. I'm just going to cast the fly along the far bank and just work my way up the pool, just searching. Just look for any sign of an area you think a fish may be lying behind a stone, or obviously especially under trees here. Always a good bit just in there. That area, it's quite dark. Oh, there's a, gosh, that looked a good trout. Jesus. I'm short of them, like, but we'll work up to. That was a good rummel. Good. I know exactly where he is, so. I'll carefully work up to him, no. You don't know which size they are, but it sounded like a good. I'm covering them now, so. Here we go. Oh, bam, he took the nymph. That was a good fish. Unfortunately we didn't land him. The other one, that was another cracker. We'll see if there's another fish there. But he took the nymph rather than a dry. So it just shows you that it's worthwhile doing these type, especially conditions like this. Ooh, that was a good fish. Or as we say, it's a good fish. It got away. Maybe there'll be another one up this bank. It's unfortunate we didn't get a chance to see him. Well, I saw him anyway, and I know it was a good one. I would say it was probably the best fish I've actually hooked. I mean, the one below there in the dry was good fish. Never saw that either. We lost it. But then it's always the best fish we lose, but that was a heavy fish. That was a good one. We'll remember that spot. What was that fly? It was a catch. What was that type of fly? I'll not take that again. But that was a wee bug off the back, the wee tungsten bead. It's a wee olive CDC nymph. There's one's feeding along the bank there, the chances are there'll be another one. And I wouldn't have known if he was there unless he had risen. And I say, if we had the cloud cover today, the chances are we'd have fish up, because there is fly about. But there's nothing at all. And there's no what do you call it, forecast for cloud. I'm just going to recast along the middle here. There's some nice rough kind of broken water in the middle, which is obviously a sign there's rocks below there. So I'm just going to quick cast. There's in front there's a rock just there. No, too far. The chances are there's a fish lying off the back of that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just, I'll probably end up hooking it. I'm just going over the top on the right side of it. So these are the bits you look for. Let's be right over the other side of it again. Again, just cast to the far bank under the trees. There's always an area where a fish will lie. There you go. Oh. Yeah, that was a nice wee fish as well. Well, at least we're hooking them anyway. Yeah, we'll just work our way up. We'll keep working, searching. I think I'm coming into the better bit of the pool, a wee bit more. Saying that, I've had two fish, they're two reasonable fish. That first one's obviously the better one. It's quite shallow here. Oh, that went down. Probably because it's too shallow, but anyway. This pool's called the Rumla, and again it's another nice, it's a good sand pool. I mainly have had fish up in the neck, kind of up in the faster water. When the river's up a bit, it's further down. A good wee area here. That's where I expect to get a fish round about here. Back of that stone looks quite fishy. It's then up on here. In the middle here, come in a wee bit. Ooh. That went down quite quick. You really got to strip here. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was a good take. See how many jumps? It's a nice brownie. Just, that's good. Well, third time lucky maybe. How does he like the net? There we go. Good. I think the fly's out. See how beautiful brown trout. Hopefully you can see that. Whew, anyway. He was a jumper, that one. And there we are. Good fun, good morning. And then go home, get a cup of tea. And a biscuit, as they say. An old Turnips caramel waver, you can't beat any of those. So thanks for watching again, until next time.